Aaron Reed, as you know, I like to cite a great journalist on the topic of the trans issues affecting our lives daily, and she keeps this map fairly up to date. But there's been some new developments on it, and it's also been seen around a bit, but I don't know if everybody's looked at the key for how it's laid out. So I just want to kind of break it down. What we got here with Florida is obviously it's the do not travel here advisory. You know, it's dangerous for trans people to go to Florida. You may find yourself in a bit of trouble if you try. And then we got the worst states, of course, that are in the dark red, which are Kansas, Montana, Oklahoma, North Dakota, Tennessee, and Utah. And these states have passed deeply troubling legislation targeting transgender adults in extremely harmful new ways. Kansas and Utah have used bathroom bans for transgender adults, while Tennessee briefly enacted a law requiring signage to warn of the presence of transgender individuals in restrooms. Many, including Kansas, Montana, Oklahoma, and Tennessee, have gone as far as to legislatively erase transgender people, effectively removing any rights associated with their gender identity. Other states, such as Kansas and North Dakota, Oklahoma, and Tennessee, prohibit any changes to birth certificates, forcing trans people to out themselves when showing their documents. In Kansas, this law could even enforce individuals who have updated their driver's license and birth certificates to see their gender markers reverted. These states also could start targeting adult gender affirming care. Florida has already done so, banning 80% of gender affirming care. And then you got high risk states like Alabama, Arkansas, Idaho, Iowa, Indiana, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, New Mexico, Nebraska, Ohio, South Carolina, Texas, and West Virginia. Actually, New Mexico is not looking too bad on this map. All things considered. But New Mexico's looking at the high end there. But yeah, so then you got moving on up to moderate risk. It's Alaska, Georgia, Kentucky, North Carolina, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Wyoming. Low risk, you got Arizona, Delaware, Maine, Mississippi, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Virginia, and Wisconsin. All looking, that's the light blue areas, pretty low risk. And then you got states that are super protective, which is like Minnesota and Illinois, but also, you know, the ones you generally think of as LGBTQ friendly states: California and Colorado, New York, Hawaii, Illinois. But yeah, you got a lot of the states that made up the original 13 colonies, as the case may be. Now, there's a different map down here for trans youth, and things are a lot bleaker on that map. I know it's a little small, but you can see it down there, where Florida still has the same, just do not go there, do not go to Florida, do not travel. Regulations listed on it. The other states that were red or light red on the big map are now, you see, very dark red, except for the Virginias and South Carolina, which are now both light red. So for trans youth, things are very, very bleak in the U.S. and things are looking bleak in Canada too, because I know Alberta has recently passed their own legislation banning gender affirming care for youth as well.